Whoopsie, wrong room. I spawned into the wrong room. I had a nap after dinner and honestly, I'm still asleep. I don't think you'll notice though because I'm kind of half asleep all the time anyway. I'm kind of like a koala. I just eat eucalyptus leaves all day. I'm kind of a little bit high. I'm kind of not really here. Don't know what planet I'm on. It's kind of standard around here. Hello Ricochet. Hello JM. Hello Hyperboovian. I am fucked. I am so tired. Pandemonium. You love that one, don't you, Delta? How is everybody's Monday? I for one am dying. Let me get comfy. Blech. I don't know. I'm over the world today. Very long and stressful. Yeah, today was so fucking long. You think you're getting a cold? Ugh, yuck. Yuck. I kind of feel like I have a cold all the time. Mondays, yeah. Mondays are poo-poo. Everything you do has to be really immediate and it's exhausting. Yeah. I have to work on very strict deadlines as well. It's really annoying. Bureaucracy. Amazing stuff. We love it. We don't really. We wish it would fuck off and die. But it won't. So yeah, why did everyone have it? Did anyone else notice that everyone had a stick up their ass today? I mean, I'm PMSing, so I probably also had a stick up my ass today. But I think everybody at my work has like their cycles synced and we're all just fucking being evil at the same time. Want to frolic in a meadow forced to do spreadsheets? Yeah, I could definitely do some meadow frolicking at night and or in winter in the morning or the evening. Those are my times to shine. Your Monday hasn't started. Well, rest in peace to you. See, we got out of the way early. We're already like a day into the week. Only 4 more days until the weekend. Yay! Ugh. We're in the burnout phase of the year. Yeah. I think my friend calculated how many work days are left of the year and it was like 40 something. That doesn't sound right though. Doesn't sound right. But even if there's like 50 days of the work year left, that would like, I don't know. Grand final day and cup day coming up. Oh yeah, that's the best thing about living in Victoria. I couldn't believe that people get a day off for the grand final. Yeah, I think they said like 48 or something, but that makes sense because they were counting the AFL grand final and Melbourne Cup day. I'm gonna put a substantial bet. Well, a substantial bet for me. I'm gonna put it on like maybe $200 on a horse this year because I've got a feeling. Because last time I picked the winning horse, but I didn't put much money on it. I think I found a formula. Guys. I've cracked gambling. What could go wrong? Now, I think I want to put aside like $250 and like go hard. That's a lot of money for me. Well, I feel like if I lost $250, I would be like miffed, but I wouldn't be like crying, you know? Look at Jam with his maths brain. Oh, look at me. I know how to do maths. Well, whoop-de-dee. Whoop-de-doo. I don't know. I can't speak English. But yeah, that does make sense. That does seem feasible. Wow. All right, let's do the spelling bee, I guess. 50 more days. Yeah. Can you believe Americans only get 10 to 14 days of paid time off on a year on average? Yeah, I do believe that. Hyper-capitalistic society where everybody is homicidal. And that's what happens. But yeah, I don't even think Australia's work life culture is balanced enough. I think we definitely need more of the life part. It's slavery, yeah. it's not great. Although in corporate, it's extremely frowned upon to take more than a week at a time. Well, the burnout in social work, like the mental stress that people are under and like the amount of trauma people experience in social work, they kind of let you take your mental health time when you need to, because they know that if like enough social workers have mental breakdowns and have to leave the profession, they're gonna be fucked. So they seem to just be like, if you're just like, yeah, I've seen too much shit in the last 8 weeks, like I need some time, I need to just like go camping, I need to just like do this for a few weeks, they'll go, yeah, okay. And they'll sort it out. They'll like get someone from a temp agency, or like they'll do something because like they don't want to lose people. One of your uni friends did social work. You wonder how she's doing. How many years would she be in? How many years would she be into working? This is like a 5-year degree program, 4 years, and then 5th year's honors. All right, we have the letter A, we have the letter T, we have the letter D, we have the letter C, we have the letter H, we have the letter E, and we have to use the letter W. She would be 3/4 in. Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Well, she'll either be realizing that she's not cut out to be a social worker and leave, or yeah, she won't be traumatized. It takes a while. It takes a while for that buildup of trauma, for that dead inside, you know, for your soul to completely die. It does take a while. What? Yay. Does the letter W need to be in it? Yeah, the letter W does need to be in it. Oh, what? That was an obvious one that I did not see. You can't have 3-letter words. They have to be at least 4 letters. But yeah, we can do wheat. Ooh, Wade. I thought I might be able to make like dewdrop or something, but there's no letters there. There's no letters. We can make twat. Should we put it there? Ricochet said twat or twat. Twat or twat. I think the British say twat. So I assume that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. We probably say it wrong. It is a word. How dare you? Chat. Chatwad. Chatwad is a word. or isn't it? Chew. Oh yeah, that works. Tweed. Twitter is really just a new live leak. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, like I'm always tempted to go on like to like set up a new Twitter account. I haven't had one in a really long time because it's just a cesspool. It's just a fucking cesspool and it's bad for my mental health and I don't want to be on there. But at the same time, I'm like, that's where a lot of like discourse, if you want to call it discourse, that's where a lot of like the political discourse seems to happen. Or a lot of the echo chambers and the indoctrination seems to happen. But, they're removing the video on Twitter. Dawn. Oh, there's no N. There's no N. Yeah. Yeah. I always do that. I always get excited. I'm like, oh, there's a word. And then it's like, no. What about this? Hot spelt like this. What? Weed? He's smoking a weed. Ooh. All right, well, there you go. We are done. We are fucking done. Boop, boop, boop. Connections. Play. All right, there are 16 words. There are 4 categories. We don't know what the categories are, so we have to group together 4 words that might have a connection. Guess, and it'll tell us if they do have a connection and what the category is. There you go. Those are the fucking rules of the mother flipping game. Okay, so the words today are connection, banshee, carpet, strand, pip, chemistry, bank, tile, heartbreaker, wood, spark, coast, fire, lemonade, sure, whaler, fireworks. Sure, coast, bank, and a 4th maybe strand. Are you on some type of performance enhancing drug, JM? Although that's when I was like playing connections when I was drunk. I was on fire. I want to do another drunk stream, but I don't know if my kidneys, that's the organ I was looking for. I don't know if my kidneys and liver are gonna be okay with that. Because whenever I've been drinking, my rheumatologist can tell and I feel like it's probably not looking good on my blood results. Performance improvement plan is your greatest fear. Yeah. Yeah. I hate being an adult and having to be employed. Why? What did I do? Beachy area. Ooh. I want to say that Banshee and Whaler are probably related to each other. Banshee, Whaler. James got a bit of an ego and he likes to tell me what to do. Kind of hot though. Wood, laminate, carpet and tile or flooring? Okay, they are. Spark, firework. Bleh. You do love telling people what to do? Is that like your kink or something? Loud things? Banshees are loud. They are loud. I spotted it. I'm good at this. It's pseudomastics. He's here. Oh, Delta saw what I look like for like 5 seconds, so he can tell you whether or not I am pretty. No comment. That's rude. Now everyone's gonna think I'm ugly. Fuck you, Delta. Do I look like a vampire? I kind of do. I'm very pale. That's not what you said to me, Delta. You're a liar. No, he doesn't have to, but that's not what he said to me. So, interesting, Delta, interesting. I'll release the Heartbreaker Spark Chemistry Connection. If I ever get like, did I do the wrong one? No, I didn't. I thought that was a me mistake. But I will do a face reveal when I'm like getting like 30,000 subs a month and after a few years and I make enough money to retire. I will do a face reveal. That will be my goodbye to the internet. Although Delta also said that I look like Angelina Jolie, which is the thing that annoys me the most when people say that to me. Because why does everybody say that to me? You look like a young Angelina Jolie. No, I don't. Maybe I'm a model and she looks like me. Yeah, I do have big lips. It's okay, Delta. No, it must be true because everybody says it. I mean, we both have like very almond eyes and we both have big lips. So I think that's what it is. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, fireworks. Yeah, that is what people say. Fireworks, spark, chemistry, and connection. That's got to be it. Banshee, Whaler, Pip, and Heartbreaker. But yeah, so now you can stop speculating on whether or not I'm secretly ugly. Thank you. You never did? I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a 9.5. I would say people usually rate me between like an 8 and a 9. But I guess if I was your type, you would do higher. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm attractive. I think I look like an alien. I think I'm really weird looking. And I don't know. I don't know. I've always just wanted to look like everybody else, so. VTubers are either super hot or super not. There's no in between. Well, I don't know. All my friends always like told me that I should stream, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Like, there's too many weirdo stalkers out there. And then I was like, oh, I could VTube. That would be fun. So. But yeah, basically, if you all want to know what I if you all want to know what I look like, you have to enrich me. As soon as I become a millionaire, everyone can know what I look like. I'm very bad at makeup pseudomastics. I have a very bad hand trimmer, so. I just wear like a bit of eyeliner and mascara and maybe some concealer if I really didn't sleep. Why are you judging women's makeup? Is this the new layer of scrutiny that men are doing? But I don't know, it's never occurred to me to judge someone's makeup. No, I know I'm not good at makeup because my friends always tell me I'm not good at makeup, and my friends always want to do my makeup before we go out. But I don't think they do it very well, to be honest. Maybe it's a sabotage. Maybe they're trying to sabotage me. Dun, dun, dun. That's why you also don't let your friends dress you before you go out, because they're trying to sabotage you. Don't let them do it. AC measures. Accumulated as debt. Big Apple Theatre Awards. Any given Sunday, actor James. Composition for 9 players. I got the feeling, singer James. Prescribed thing. Part of the ACLU. Buttery soft jacket material. Whispered, hey. What if Delta is a puppet and Panda is glazing herself? Mate, if I had the effort to do that, could you imagine the amazing things I could do with my life? I would clean my room. Do you know how many weekends I have been trying to clean my room? And every time I start... Well, the thing is, I don't start. By start, I mean, like, I go, I'm going to clean my room. And I get up, and then I look in the corner of my room that I really just need to pick everything up off the floor and do all that stuff. I just can't. There's just one corner of my room, like where my bedside table is. There's just that corner of my room is like the forbidden zone. I'm not going over there. I don't want to go over there. If I go over there, it's probably going to make me itchy. it's just mess. And I haven't swept there either. It's just like, there's probably just like a pile of cat hair and my hair. Because I have hardwood floors, so it's probably just all accumulated there. And every time something falls off my bedside table, I just leave it there and put more stuff on my bedside table. And then that falls off. And then it's just a pile of shit. Well, the rest of the room is clean and you can't really see it. Only I can see it when I'm in bed because that's the side that I tend to sleep on. Anyway, it's just, it really needs to get clean. It's just not going to. Hose it down? No, nope. All right, let's do this mother flippin' crossword. AC measures. Alternate current, I assume, not air conditioner. Alternate current measures what? Is it watts? Is it volts, amps, poos, wheeze? Is anyone an electrician? 3 Downey's Union. Straight away. Straight away. Fuck off, brain. Why do you do this to me? Just fucking behave yourself. BTUs? What does that stand for? Accumulated as debt. Vault? I thought it was vault or what, but I'm a girl and I don't know stuff. Now it just says nothing. Now it's just nothing, just like my brain. Well, I thought your dad owned heaps of properties, Delta. I didn't know he just owned one property. If I'm gonna gold dig, if I'm gonna have to have sex with an old man at least like once a week, they better have at least 10 houses. Your dad would be my ideal man. I don't think you know what I don't even know what my ideal man is. Are your parents still together? I'm not a homewrecker. Are your parents still together? Does he like goth girls? So are you saying that your dad's super rich? Is that what you're saying? My ideal guy is a ghost. No, I think my ideal guy is... I don't know. I think the best relationships that I've had just been with like sweetie pie guys that aren't like particularly hot, but are just really nice dudes. I don't know. That's probably my type, honestly. He has a job I'm a big fan of. Buttery soft jacket material. Every time a pretty goth girl dates a 5 out of 10 guy, an angel loses her wings. Yeah, sometimes you just want to not be treated like shit by a man, you know? You know, sometimes that's nice. To be fair though, I've only ever dated one guy that was an asshole. The rest of all the people that I've dated have been nice people. Composition for 9 players. I don't know, do I look like I'm cultured to you? Because I'm not. I mean, if you want to hear how fucked up my taste in men is, I mean, I guess this isn't that fucked up considering like me as a person, but is 6 we saying that to a cat? It could be. This is an American crossword, so sounds are included, sound effects are included. My, like, the person that I had, like, posters of on my walls growing up was Billy Corgan. Like, Billy Corgan's not, like, hideously ugly or anything, but, like, you know. Yeah, so, look. Anybody is in with a chance, really. Did you just ask who Billy Corgan is? The love of my life. He can't be the father of my children because he's already married and has 3 kids now. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, my dreams. A part of my soul died. He made that song in 1971. You're gonna die, Delta. Pseudomastics, do you seriously not know who Billy Corgan is? How old are you? When were you born? No idea. Do you know a band called the Smashing Pumpkins? This chat's gonna get in big trouble. I was gonna say this chat's gonna get, you know. But then I was like, oh, that's probably against TOS. That's probably perceived as a threat, to my chat. Everyone has that one celebrity that they are sure they could have ended up with. Well, funnily enough, when I was 19, I was at a like secret Smashing Pumpkins show that was like a really, really, really small gig that they were like filming for TV. And it was like free alcohol, free everything, and they like put me right at the front. And he kept on looking at me, and he gave me his water bottle, and he gave me his pics, and then like he was talking to me for a bit, and it was a little bit like, anyway, I think Billy Corgan might have been hitting on me, but I got nervous and I freaked out, and I was like, I have an exam tomorrow, I have to go, and then I left. And anyway, my friends were like, you could have fucked Billy Corgan, and I'm like, yeah, but what if it was bad, or like what if it was a bad experience and it ruined like the dream for forever? So now I can just be like maybe there's a chance that Billy Corgan wanted to fuck me. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I've got a bunch of like his pics and his water bottle and like a bunch of like stuff that he signed. Yay. They knew not to make you famous because you would be a demon. I also went to a Billy Corgan secret show for $20 just before Christmas. It was at the Gem in Collingwood. I went with my best friend, and we had a good time. Not that best friend, a Melbourne best friend. Not the, not the top best friend, the substitute best friend. That's so mean. Why is everything sexual with you? I know, Delta. I know it's a joke. It's all right. Is there a singer called James Vance? Or is that the vice president? I don't know. I'm just gonna put that in. James Brown? Yeah, but it has to start with a V if Volt's correct. Nine across is no net. Do what I want you to do. When you were in school, Justin Bieber was popular with girls. Ooh, that's gross. That's gross. I always thought Justin Bieber looks like a lesbian. I know a lot of lesbians that look like Justin Bieber. All the female friends that I've made in Melbourne have turned out to be lesbians that were hitting on me, and I just thought they were trying to be friends with me. Because my personality kind of makes people think that I'm gay sometimes. And I'm like, no, I don't know. I'm just like that. I like men, but I just am also, I don't know. Do you think that my personality is very masculine, Delta? A Woods. Ooh, James Woods. That is a person. Could 4 be Suede? It could be. Suede. Is a U after that, I want to say. Me and my dyslexia trying to work out and stuff. Oh, you literally just wrote it. I could have just looked there. I literally just read it. Accumulated as debt? Run up? Is that a thing? Maybe BTUs is correct. Maybe we were mean to Ricochet for no reason. Look, this is an American crossword. So he's gonna, you know, he's gonna have the cultural understanding that we're not bringing to the table. My personality would do well and Orange is the New Black. I sound like a person who would go to prison for something silly. Look, my personality is mainly a collection of coping mechanisms, I'm not gonna lie. It's mainly just trauma and coping mechanisms. That's what I'm working with, okay? But I've had 3 separate psychiatrists tell me that considering everything that I've been through, I'm incredibly well adjusted. And then I was like, yeah, but compared to the general populace, and they were like, yeah, compared to the general populace, you're pretty, pretty traumatized. I was like, yeah. Yep. Oh, well. The what? The oobies? The boobies? Can we make it boobies? It's not right, though. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Taboo. Oh. There we go. That does make sense. That does make sense. I'd love the Smile movies. They just took the concept of trauma and made it into a horror monster. Yeah, because I want to have nightmares about that stalking me. What could go wrong? What could go wrong, I ask you? Just play Silent Hill 2. You have nightmares about missing important emails? I'm not even going to say what my nightmares are about. Why is my neck so sore? I feel like I've got a bruise on my neck. Dead Space will kill me. Yeah, it probably will. I'm an incredibly jumpy person. I'll die. The June game is free to play on Steam now. Ooh.
Say they are leaving no stone unturned.
Oh, I always do that. I just start playing a video without telling everybody what I'm doing. All right, this is Desi. This is Desi Freeman. The search for Desi has entered a 3rd week. There you go. Look at me. I'm learning. Fabio. I don't think we're gonna get a cameo from Fabio. I think he's out. I think he's out of the picture. I think we'll have to drive up there ourselves and interview him. We have to find him.
Police say they are leaving no stone unturned as the manhunt for accused double murderer Desi Freeman heads into its 3rd week. More than 120 officers from every state and territory, along with New Zealand counterparts, continue to probe Mount Buffalo National Park.
This is the largest tactical policing operation ever undertaken in Australia's policing history.
Travel warnings for the area have now been lifted, much to the relief of local businesses.
Police are revealing major new updates about the hunt for alleged cop killer Desi Freeman as the search expands in Victoria. For more, we are joined by criminologist and forensic expert Dr. Xanthi Mallet and local cafe owner Leanne Boyd in Bright, Victoria. Good morning to you both. Thanks for your time this morning. Xanthi, let's come to you first. So police have lifted the travel warning in Porepunkah. As the manhunt now...
After they found Cleo Smith, you've never doubted the searchability of Ozpol. Yeah, I was so glad they found that girl. I was so freaking glad. I've never been, oh my God, fucking, I remember there were like, you know how there's like those YouTube channels where they're like people that they're like, I'm an expert in body language. I used to work for like insert, intelligence agency here. I remember like there were these two American guys and they made this video like analyzing Cleo's parents, and they were like, yeah, they basically just made this video saying that like Cleo's parents had like murdered her and, oh, they're definitely hiding something, yada, yada, yada. And I think the whole thing also like smacked of classism as well. The way that like the parents were treated and portrayed in the media just because like they weren't rich or like quote unquote well-spoken was fucking disgusting and fucking made me so mad. I was going to punch someone. Sorry. Fucking shit annoys me. Anyway, I wrote them like this 5-paragraph YouTube comment and then I deleted it. I was like, nah, I'm not even going to engage. That's my therapy when I really want to say something to somebody, but I'm like, I know it's not a good idea. I just write it out and then go, okay, throw it in the bin.
Is its third week. What does that tell you about where the search is at?
Good morning. Well, really that tells us that they're having to consider what is happening on the ground immediately within that town, but also that 3 weeks in, they really seem no closer to determining where he is. So he could be bunkered down. He obviously could be deceased. That's another factor they have to consider, but he could also have moved a considerable distance. So they're really broadening their search at this stage.
Yeah, there's a lot to consider, isn't there? In the meantime, Leanne, locals have been feeling it for the past 2.5 weeks. Your cafe's been closed during the whole search. How significant has that impact been on your business and other local enterprises?
Yeah, it's been hard. We've probably lost, I think by the end of this, we will have lost close to $45,000. So we've got commitments, obviously, we've got people to employ. This should have been one of our busiest times in the winter, considering Hotham has so much snow up on it. So it's devastating for the business community. It's quite tough.
Oh, Leanne, that is absolutely heartbreaking. I mean, I know Bright and that whole area so well. It's such a stunning part, and you're right. Now is the time when tourists...
Chairman Dan, yeah. Hello, what's going on? What is going on?
It's come because it's at its most beautiful. How have you been able to cope with that?
We actually, well, we just have to do what people do. You just have to try and get through it. But we were hopeful that the state government and the federal government could have worked together and come up with some kind of economic package to alleviate.
They should. They fucking should. Like, it's not their fault that a psycho dickhead lives in their fucking community. They should 100% compensate them. I mean, if they've got enough money to put up a $1 million reward for the, you know, if they can show like, if they can show their books from last year and say this is like, this was our projected income, you know, roughly for, or like the bookings or whatever it is, like if they can show like their projected income for this period, the government should 100%, if it's $45,000 and let's just say like there's 10 businesses in the town and they all lost $45,000, that's like $450,000. If you've got enough money to put up a $1 million reward for the capture of for like, you know, information that leads to the capture of Desi, you've got enough to compensate the businesses. Don't worry, they never pay the rewards. They probably don't. I don't know. I don't know anyone that would help the cops. Everyone I know like wouldn't help a cop in under any circumstances. I would help them if they were hot. If they were really hot, I would help them. Because they do walk around with handcuffs. It is kind of convenient.
Yeah, some of this loss.
Well, they should. Have you spoken to them about it, at least the state government?
Tim McCurdy, our local member, has reached out to them. We've reached out to them, but we've got no answer. So that's a problem.
I mean, it's
because I guess the problem is that this situation is kind of a first in Australia. There's not been an incident where an individual has allegedly shot police officers and then absconded like this and not been found in a really short period of time. So we're not a natural disaster, and yet the effects of this are the same, that people can't come. So it's like, it's been like post the bushfires. Yeah, where people just not coming. So.
And we know how much that hurt as well. I mean, as you said there, you know, there are so many resources being spent on this.
The criminologist is there, just there nodding, and you can tell she's like, why did you invite me on this show? I put on my nicest top. I did my makeup very nice. Like, she's like, why did you invite me here if you're not even going to fucking talk to me? She went from like kind of smiling and like, you know, just patiently waiting for her turn to like, look, bitch, I have a PhD, all right. I spent 10 years at university studying criminology, and you're just here talking to this business owner? Please, ask me a fucking question.
There is a lot of pressure on the police force as well as the state government here to try and find this alleged police killer. Xanthi, you mentioned a few outcomes. Potentially he might be dead.
Yay! She's finally asking Xanthi a question.
Well, we do know that he knows that area very well. We know that he is a prepper. So my sense, I would, you know, if I had a crystal ball, would be that he's possibly still on the run. He may have people assisting him, and I think the key here is those calls coming into Crime Stoppers. You know, they have been kind of overwhelmed, 1,100 calls, but they need those calls. They need the public's help, because that, I think, is going to be one.
Xanthi comes from money. That's like such a rich person's name. If you have a name that's like from Greek mythology, like that's usually a rich people's thing. Oh, and she's got a British accent. Definitely got some coin. I want to have money. Where's my trust fund? Give me money.
One of the key ways we're going to find him, somebody will come across him at some point.
Yeah, just very, very quickly, Leanne, do you guys feel safe?
Yeah, we feel safe. Okay. We've had 3 weeks of no.
She was hoping they were going to say no so she could have a rant about the Victorian government. Because that chick and Carl, I think it's that chick, I don't know, they kind of all look the same to me. That chick and Carl always love to like go on about like the Victorian government. Wherever there's a Labor government in, they're like, unbelievable. Couldn't organise a route in a brothel, as my fellow Australians would say, right? Oh, I'm just a fair dinkum bloke like the rest of you fellas. Depends. You wouldn't bet on a Xerxes being from Turak. Yeah, but wasn't Xerxes Persian? Like, if you meet somebody that's name's like freaking Galatea or something, you know, like they're a classy bitch. It has to be something obscure, though. It has to be something obscure, like Galatea or Xanthi, which I believe was like a forest nymph. Something like that. Where was there a dude called Orpheus the other day? Oh, it was a person from Neighbours or Home and Away or something. Xena, I think that was made up for the telly, that one. I think that was made up. Tin Titties, as my dad used to call her. Ugh. ANZ has been hit with a record fine. Fuck ANZ. Fuck all the banks, especially the one that JM works for. I don't know, I assume you work for a bank. Fuck your bank. Fuck your bank in particular. It sounds like they're not nice to you anyway, so fuck them extra hard. Until they pay you more and give you less work, fuck them.
Straight to that breaking news, one of the country's big four banks, ANZ, has agreed to pay a record fine, $240 million, for ripping off tens of thousands of customers and the federal government. Finance editor Chris Kohler is following developments. He joins us now from the Melbourne newsroom. So, Chris...
You can go fuck whoself? I don't know. Whichever bank JM works for, that bank can go fuck itself. But all the banks can go fuck themselves, really. Oh, my water went down the wrong way. Somebody help me. I'm too fragile to be alive.
What has the banking giant admitted to doing here?
Yeah, good morning, Deb. Look, there's not a lot that ANZ could have done that it didn't do in the eyes of the regulator here. There's a lot to cover. I'll go through them in a moment, but there are four main problem areas that cover both the institutional bank and the retail bank, and as you say, tens of thousands of customers. Number one, lying about savings rates and failing to pay what it promised to customers. Number two, failing to refund fees charged to thousands of dead customers. Number three, failing to respond to financial hardship notices. In some instances, we're talking about ignoring people for 2 years. And
oh, that's fucked up.
Completely separately, lying to the federal government about tens of billions of dollars worth of bond trading. Now, this covers, as I say, quite...
Wow, banks being unethical and engaging in immoral behavior. I just can't believe this has happened. What is this world coming to? I just never thought I would live long enough to see such a thing. Yeah.
Quite a lot. So ASIC Chair Joe Longo gave a press conference about an hour ago to help us all get our heads around what's been going on. Here's what he said.
Time and time again, ANZ has betrayed the trust of Australia. Clearly, there are fundamental issues with ANZ's risk and compliance culture that require the boards and executives' urgent attention.
The point he makes there about executives is quite interesting, and the board. ANZ has a new CEO, Nuno Matos, who has come in quite recently with a program of aggressively cutting jobs across the bank. Now, the previous CEO, Shane Elliott, has now gone but was paid upwards of $4 million per year during the period that we're talking about and is now going to the federal court. The bank, of course, during that period made profits upwards of $6 billion as well. So now Australians have to decide, really, if this $240 million penalty really sounds big enough. Yes, it is a record in the eyes of ASIC, but given the scale of the wrongdoing, is it going to pass the pub test? And Deb, the fine will still need to go and get the all clear by the federal court. So it's not wrapped up yet. But as I say, we're still all getting our heads around the scale of this.
Jay, and what would like $240 million be like to the profits that to a bank like ANZ's yearly profits? They wouldn't even notice that, right? I feel like they wouldn't. So I feel like they're at least having profits in the billions of dollars. That is a ginormous chunk of their profit. Okay, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I don't know. I'm just like, well, that's 240 units in Sydney. I don't know. Look, I don't know stuff about money, okay? I'm just a poor girl. I'm just a poor girl with no money. Like, we're not talking about 50%, but they won't be paying bonuses this year. Oh yeah, that's who they'll take it out on. They won't cut the cost somewhere else. They'll take it out on their staff. Yeah. Sounds about fucking right. Well, my sympathies if you work at ANZ, I guess. That fucking sucks.
Wrongdoing.
Yeah, a big hit for the corporate watchdog. Chris, thank you.
Boy. They made 6.5 billion last year after checking, so they would not be chuffed. Hunt for driver who deliberately struck teen in Melbourne's West. Ooh, it's always Melbourne's West. You have to go to bed now. You are tired and you miss your pillow. Fair enough. Fair enough, pseudomastics. I hope you have a nice dream, even though you're from Queensland. I don't wish you any harm in particular, just so you know. Yeah, I hope you have a good sleep. You know that I regularly curse you. I actually don't. I actually don't, pseudomastics. You seem like a nice dude. I'm sure I would get along with you very well, and I would buy you a beer if you drink beer. I don't know. I assume you do, because you're from Queensland. Oh, don't act like you all don't want me to stick needles in you. I don't know. That sounded better in my head. Didn't come out the way I intended it to. It sounds like I'm trying to give you intravenous drugs. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Do I ever? No, that is the correct answer.
Hunting a carload of thugs who used a Honda Civic to mow down a 15-year-old boy in Werribee. The teen had arrived with his mates for a street brawl, but was ambushed by the weapon on wheels.
They came armed for a street fight, but were met with a car. It's August 10 in Werribee.
Dude, I was looking at buying a property in Werribee, and I'm so glad I didn't. Because I was like, oh, maybe I could afford to get something in Werribee because it was really the only place, like, I might be able to afford to get something. Oh my fucking god, I'm so glad I didn't. Fuck. Especially because now unit prices have come down in the area that I do want to move to. So, yeah, fucking glad I didn't do that. Jesus. That's fucking nuts. That's so gutless too. Like, you can't even look someone in the eye when you... I need a finance bro boyfriend for that sweet mortgage limit. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I've dated guys that come from like affluent backgrounds or like whatever, it's always been, it always gets to a point where like my family background becomes an issue. So I don't know. I think I want to try and like date somebody that comes from the same social class as me. If I can find someone like that. Otherwise it's typically like, yeah, it's not great. When you go on dates and say finance, their eyes always light up. Yeah, I don't really care how much money somebody makes, to be honest. I think there are more important things in life. Like, obviously, you know, you want to have enough money to live comfortably, but after a certain point, like, how much money do you need? I don't know. But yeah, I've had trouble with like, not in-laws, but it was almost like in-law. It could have been in-laws. Because yeah, the family just like did not appreciate. They just like, well, like the words bogan and white trash were used when referring to me, let's just say. And then I just ended up, I don't want to make a guy choose between me and their family. Like, that's fucked up. So I'm just like, yep. Bye. Goodbye. It's like, if a guy's already estranged from their family and the family thinks you're like trash, then I guess that's a situation where like you could, but I don't know. It's not for me. I don't even have a bogan accent. I used to have a very Western Sydney accent, and then I moved to the Blue Mountains and it became a bit more like standard Australian. And then I went to Sydney Uni and lived in Potts Point, which is like one of the wealthiest pockets in Australia, because it was close to uni, and I rented a room there for like 5 years. And yeah, and I think that kind of having to speak clearly at uni, because I'm a mumbler, I think it improved my diction. Is that the correct word? I don't know. Anyway, I think it kind of knocked it out a bit. I think it knocked it out a bit of, yeah.
A Honda Civic mounts the footpath, then a 15-year-old boy is mowed down. The sedan revs before speeding off down the street. But just seconds later, those inside are back for more. Again, driving at the group of boys who were forced to run away.
The boys were saying, oh, this has just been a big setup, big setup.
One kid jumped our fence and he was a bit scared, just said, they're trying to kill me.
His 15-year-old friend escaping with his life.
What is going on in fucking Werribee? Those two little kids that got macheted last week as well, the week before. That was in like a Werribee adjacent suburb as well. Like, what the fuck is going on out there? Is it like why do they like? Were these kids playing too much Grand Theft Auto? Like, why do they all think they're gangsters and need to fight each other? Like, what the fuck is actually going on over there? Because at least where I come from, the gangland violence is between adults and it's like over legitimate like grievances and like, you know, millions of dollars of like property deals and drug deals and arms deals. It's not like, and they leave the civilians out of it. Like, what the fuck is going on? They were playing the Diddy games on Roblox and they were fucking doing something. If bikies want to shoot each other, it's okay with, yeah, as long as the innocent bystanders don't get caught up in it, I don't really care.
But needing surgery on his legs. He is known to police and neighbours say also came for blood with his mates.
They had the knives on them, you know, threw them into the gardens across the road once, you know, the police were on their way.
Next door neighbour found a knife on the grass in the backyard.
Detectives are still at a loss trying to figure out the motivation for this hit run, but they are investigating whether it's another instalment in the youth gang crisis.
A lot of our friends have moved out for that reason, you know, born and bred here in Werribee, and it's horrible to see what's going on.
5 weeks on, police still can't find the driver or the other attackers.
The vehicle has quite distinctive 2 black stripes down the bonnet.
And is clearly still damaged. Jordan Quinn, 7 News.
Big Paul have said leave your sports car keys in plain view so they don't have to break in and attack you to find them. Luckily for me, sports car problems are probably never going to be an issue. That's one thing I don't have to worry about. Hello, Defect. Good to see you. What's crack-a-lacking in South Africa? Is everything great? Is your rugby team winning again? Are you happy? Are the Springbok back on top? Is everything right with the world? I hope it is. Sports cars are one of your few areas of expertise. Cool. If I do become rich, I would like to get a recent model used Mini Cooper because I like Mini Coopers because they're fun to take to the mountains and go rally driving in the middle of the night where you can't get in trouble. Whee! That's what I like. You destroyed the All Blacks with a record scoring Wellington this weekend? Yeah, but the All Blacks are hot. Leave them alone. They're always the hottest rugby team. I never watch rugby union because I watch rugby league because I'm a real man. But whenever I hang out with my dad, we because he's super into it. And when, like, even if I haven't seen it for like ages, I'm like, ooh, who are the latest hotties? Let's see them do the haka. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm done. I got what I needed. Goodbye. What do you mean? Don't you think Kiwis are hot? It's the second hottest accent after Australians. What are you saying, oh God, no to?
Harrison and Angela.
Kiwi accent? I don't know. I know some hot Kiwis, so just saying. Just putting it out there. Hyperbovian. Hyperbovian racial profiling out here. Although all the Asians that I know are freaking Francophiles, so I would see how you would make that jump, Hyperbovian. Look, I do like a nice designer Parisian handbag. If anyone wants to buy me one, please. I had a boyfriend that bought me a pair of Louis Vuitton boots and a Chanel handbag, and that is the design. Oh, and also I have a Prada handbag, and those are the designer stuff that I own that I didn't pay for. Thank you, rich man. I appreciate you. I don't know how much those cost. I've been scared to look, but I imagine they are very expensive. So thank you. We appreciate it. Because you work at a bank and you think French sounds hot.
Cox.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news out of Sydney's southwest, where a shocking tragedy is unfolding as we go to air. A baby girl just 5 months of age has been killed, and a 5-year-old has been badly injured following an accident in the car park of the Minto Mall.
Both had been hit by a car, the baby still in her pram. The 35-year-old driver, possibly a parent, was unhurt. Taylor Aiken has more on this. Taylor, do we know how this happened?
Well, Mark and Ange, good evening. Investigations into this crash are just beginning, but it appears 2 children have been crushed between 2 vehicles. Police, paramedics and a rescue helicopter raced to the Minto car park about 3:30 this afternoon after reports 2 children had been hit by a car, a 5-month-old girl and a 5-year-old child. Police began CPR on the baby before paramedics took over, but sadly she died at the scene. The 5-year-old, believed to be a young girl, has been taken to Westmead Children's Hospital in a serious condition. The confronting scene reducing police officers to tears. Witnesses have told 7 News the driver...
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, because you know when you do your first aid course and when they teach you to do CPR on a baby, you use your fingers to do the compression. Like, you use 2 fingers because their little rib cages are so small. That makes me cry fucking thinking about it. That's so horrific. Oh my God. That's so awful. Why are babies so cute? Leave the babies alone. Don't run over the babies. Or anyone, really. Don't run over anyone, I guess is the takeaway.
Lost control and the rear of her car struck the pram.
A lady was trying to reverse back and hit the child in the stroller. It was a baby.
The driver, a 35-year-old woman, wasn't injured. Forensics are still at the scene tonight, examining the damage to both of those cars. And we'll have more on this breaking news in Minto later in the bulletin.
Okay, Taylor Aiken.
Yeah, that is so fucking sad. Oh, poor little bubbies. Okay. Hang on, I'm just looking at my cat because she's cute. It's making me feel happier. Baby, don't say that, hyperbovian. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. Okay, I already have tears welling up in my eyes. Don't. I'm not doing it. The shoe, why would they show that? Because they're trying to make us cry. Yeah, let's change the subject. Albo had to move his office, okay? Let's watch that.
Sure what the ad on flatmates.com would look like, but the Prime Minister does come with a dog, if that makes any difference. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese.
Do you think that he lives at his office? Knew that was an attempt at humor, Poindexter, but fucking go back to Ultimo, cunt. On your bike.
Has made the decision to leave his electorate office here on Marrickville Road in the heart of his electorate, Grayndler, after 30 years. And the main reason that his office have cited for picking up stumps and moving on is 2 years of what they've described as aggressive action by protesters. And we have seen a number of protests, particularly around Australia's position on the war in Gaza over the last 2 years here. We've seen the front of the office defaced, we've seen graffiti, but we've also seen a number of in-person protests, including one only in June of this year.
Well, I'm trying to read something, excuse me, Mr. News Reporter. Pause when I pause you. Thank you. Let's have some decorum, okay? One of the guys at your work had a baby like 8-ish months ago and they brought her in last week. Aww. Yeah, I get to hold newborn babies at my work all the time, but they're usually being removed from their parents. But yeah, I work with a lot of really young kids, but unfortunately most of them are traumatized. So it's but yeah, I love kids. I love them so much. I feel so secure sleeping at night knowing that my eggs are frozen and I can just I could pop out a baby at 40, I could pop out a baby at 50. I just you held a baby once and it cried immediately. See, the only beings on this earth that like me are children and animals. Children and animals like me, and adults look at me well, actually only adult females don't like me. I get a lot. See, this is the type of girl that other girls call a pick me, which I'm not, because I do have 5 best female friends that I've been friends with forever. But I don't know, I just find females always bully me. It doesn't matter what, and I've never been able to work out why. So I even went and got assessed for autism, because apparently girls that get bullied a lot have autism. So I went and got assessed for autism to see if I had it, and they were like, no, you don't have autism. You just have really bad ADHD. And I don't know, I don't know why women are always so hostile. They're just really mean to me. They always make me cry. So even at work, I just keep to myself, because obviously social work is incredibly female dominated, but I've been bullied out of jobs before, and now I've just learnt to not talk to people unless it's work related. I'm polite and stuff, but I eat lunch by myself. I just keep to myself. But yeah, I don't know what it is, because the only female friendships that I kind of have, women are mean to you as well. Yeah, I don't know.
Happened around the time that Greta Thunberg and a number of other demonstrators were making their way through what they described as Israel's blockade of Gaza on one of those Freedom Flotilla vessels. Now, it was that particular protest, as well as a number of other protests that have physically had demonstrators here on Marrickville Road, that have been cited by the Prime Minister as causing major disruptions, not only to the day-to-day working of his electorate office for the good people of Grayndler here in Sydney's inner west, but also to St Clement's, the church next door. That's one of the main reasons Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has decided to move on from this location, is what he says is the disruptions that it's caused to daily church services, as well as things like funerals. Now, it's important to mention that this particular office here, the Prime Minister has pretty much not stepped foot in it since January of this year over those larger security concerns that have obviously dragged a lot of other federal as well as state politicians into their net as well. Now, where the Prime Minister will be heading next, we're not exactly sure. However, we do know from the Prime Minister's office that that next location, that new office, will be somewhere close by here in Grayndler.
Albo is so cute. I mean, sure, if that's what you're into. He gives grandpa vibes. Man who vandalized synagogue arrested. Is the man's name Iran? Is that the man's name? Is he the Ayatollah? What is his name? I must know. I must know. You're so tired of divisive. I say divisive, not divisive. Do you say divisive or divisive? I was going to say comment down below, but I won't be able to hear how you're pronouncing it. So, it doesn't really matter. No, I'm just wondering on your particular pronunciation of it. Whenever you behave reprehensibly, you like to blame the male loneliness epidemic. Well, girls literally say things like, about me behind my back, like I don't like her face, her voice is annoying. Because my best friend is very, very popular, like very, 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 very popular. And so I was always like hanging out with her, but like the stuff that people would say behind my back, because they would say stuff to her, they'd be like, oh, I don't like her voice, her face is annoying, oh, why does she walk around pouting? And my best friend's like, that's she's not pouting, that's what her face looks like. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, it's yeah, girls hate me for the stupidest reasons, and I'm just like, fucking hell. Okay, it doesn't matter. Like, they already decided that they hated me before I even opened my mouth, so cool. Anyway, apparently this man is the Iranian government. The Iranian government, in the form of a man, the personification of the Iranian government, who vandalized a synagogue, has been arrested.
He was part of a group that unleashed a wave of anti-Semitic hatred across Sydney. But today a court heard the vandal was vulnerable and genuinely sorry. Leon Sophoulis was sentenced to 9 months without parole, the magistrate calling his actions simply detestable.
At the gates of Newtown Synagogue, 2 hooded men scope out their target.
Just so people know that Newtown and Marrickville are like right next to each other in Sydney, and Marrickville is where Anthony Albanese's electoral office, I was going to say is, but I guess was now. I guess it's past tense. And this is like the rich hipster area. So the properties here are very, very expensive, but it's all populated by, you know, quote unquote struggling artists whose parents have, you know, put their kids in their $4 million investment terrace house. It's right near Sydney Uni. Just to give you an idea of the demographics, like these are all the children of multimillionaires. Just so we're establishing the demographics. If you're not from Sydney, you won't know. And they all vote Greens. That's the demographics that we're looking at.
One tries to set it on fire. The other graffitis vile symbols of hate. It's quick and crude. They make a getaway on a bike and scooter. 10 swastikas left behind. Leon Sophoulis was the man with the spray can in January. A magistrate today slamming his actions as simply detestable. That's
JM wants to get, I was going to say JM wants to get spanked, but I think he's the person that likes to do the spanking. So, pretty shit job, yeah.
Same week, Sophoulis loaded a van with fire extinguishers filled with paint, which were used by others in a fiery attack in Dover Heights on the former home of Alex Rivchin from the Executive Council of Australian Jewry.
Is your client anti-Semitic?
Absolutely not. I think you heard him give evidence that unfortunately drugs played a significant role in his decision making.
The court hearing Sophoulis was a heroin addict, paid for his role in the attacks. The magistrate ruling the people who took advantage of him knew he was vulnerable with a bad drug addiction.
We're happy that the sentence has been structured whereby he can get help.
Sophoulis has a lengthy criminal history, but told the court he is no longer using drugs and is disgusted with his own actions. The magistrate accepting that he's genuinely sorry.
The 37-year-old has been behind bars for almost 9 months since his arrest. With time already served, he'll be released in just 10 days. Annalise Bolt, 9 News.
Purely part of the pro-Palestinian movement is how now we have full-on anti-Semites just hiding in plain sight. Yeah. Yep. It definitely has emboldened a lot of people to just come out and say what they really think. Well, it looks like we have a PDF file at another very expensive Sydney private school. Former Knox teacher, I assume they're talking about Knox Grammar. I guess they could be talking about something else, but I assume they're talking about Knox Grammar on the North Shore. I assume, has been charged with grooming a 15-year-old. My PE teacher tried to molest me when I was 15. The thing is, though, he used to flirt with me in front of our whole health class. He used to flirt. He used to flirt. I've told this story before, JM. I've told this story before. He used to flirt with me in front of our whole PE class, and he always used to give me detention so he could like spend one-on-one time with me. He would like sit on the corner in the middle of class. He would be like, say he'd just given people like work to do, so everyone's doing their work. He would come, he would walk down like the deck, because I would always sit at the back of the class. He would come and walk all the way down, and then he would sit on the corner of my desk in his little Adidas shorts and just sit with like his ass right near my hand. So when I was writing, sometimes my hand would accidentally hit his ass. Anyway. One day, he gave me a detention, like right at the back of the school in a demountable that was like in the bush, because my high school was in the bush, right? It was in the middle of Blue Mountains National Park. And my boyfriend, who was in the year above me, so I was in year 10, so he would have been in year 11. He came and he was like, he goes to my friends like, oh, where's Pants? Like we were supposed to meet up at lunch, yada, yada, yada. And they were like, oh, I almost said the teacher's name. They were like, yeah, insert teacher's name here, gave. Because he would have been in like his mid-20s, now that I think about it. He would have been in his mid-20s. And yeah, he was like, he had me like bailed up in the corner of the room when my boyfriend came running in. He had a thing for goth girls. He had a thing for goth girls, I think. So yeah, that's the story. And you know what a girl in my class said? She said, "I'm so jealous. He's so hot." I was like, ew. Ew. Yuck. We had one weird old man that used to sit nude outside the sauna in the men's locker room when you finish kids' swimming practice. Ew, that's gross. Teenage girls would never not be stupid. Yeah, that is true. That is true. We had another girl at my high school who was 14 and was dating a 26-year-old, and everyone used to call him Pedophile Pete. And not one adult or like not one kid like kind of knew that it was wrong and like did anything about it. Because I remember we were like 13 or 14, and I remember thinking, wow, she's so cool, older men want to date her. Like that was my mentality. But the fact that teachers and her parents knew and didn't do anything, looking back, is awful. And I've spoken to her since, and I like, you know, asked her how she was doing and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm so sorry. Like, I was too dumb to know what was going on. Like, I was too dumb to realize, like, that is not normal. That is not normal behavior.
Teacher from the elite Knox Grammar School on Sydney's Upper North Shore has faced a hearing charged with grooming a 15-year-old for sex. Today, prosecutors told a court the 28-year-old was entrapped by student vigilantes who set up a fake dating profile.
William Golson walks towards a Sydney court holding his mother's hand. The former Knox teacher is accused of trying to proposition a Year 9 student for sex, but It was a setup. Prosecutors told Downing Centre Court 2 schoolboys created a fake Grindr account in August last year in order to catch pedophiles. When the fictional student explained he was 15 years old, Golson suggested he should sneak out of his home and find a quiet place so they could have sex. After police arrested the English and drama teacher last year, they downloaded the contents of his phone and allegedly found a number of Google searches relating to the sexual assault of boys, including the term gay child porn. There is no dispute the 28-year-old teacher sent the messages to the fake account, but his lawyer argued he never had any intention of having sex with a child and thought he was possibly talking to a robot. Why did you keep talking to somebody who claimed they were a teenager? What were your intentions? Golson has pleaded not guilty to grooming a minor for sexual activity. The schoolboys...
Just straight up Googling it. What derangement? Yeah, he's teaching at, like, I want to say probably at least a $40,000 a year private school too. Like, I thought they were supposed to be, like, recruiting, like, the brightest minds. Not that I'm saying that, like, I want pedophiles to be, like, super sophisticated. Obviously, it's better if they're dumb and we can catch them. But, yeah. And look how pathetic he is walking around holding his mum's hand. It almost makes me feel sorry for him, almost. And then I'm like, no, and then I remember what he was doing. Like, fucking stop it. Fucking face the consequences of your actions like a man. Look, if somebody in my family did fucked up shit, I would be like, I love you, but you have to go to jail and you have to, you know, face the consequences for what you've done. Like, I wouldn't walk around holding their hand. Fucking hell. And this is probably why he is the way he is, right? Because mummy always enables his fucking behavior.
Who set up the fake account are expected to give evidence tomorrow. Emma Partridge, 9 News.
Do I have anything else? No. Oh, I think I had that up. Where did that go?
So dry.
Shush. Tight-ass pan to cut off blood flow to his brain. Well, as long as it cuts off blood flow to his doodle and it falls off, we might solve his PDF problem if that happens. All negative news today. Yeah, the world is not a happy place. We can watch some cute animals after this if you want. We can watch some cute animals. Yeah, I'd like to say Doodle and Willy. I'm a child. All right. Investigation into the alleged assisted, let's just call it euthanasia. Investigation into the alleged assisted euthanasia of a Gold Coast man is underway. Look, I'm getting good at it, avoiding Twitch and YouTube censors.
So dry.
Good evening. A major investigation is tonight underway into the alleged assisted suicide of a Gold Coast man involving a drug commonly used on animals.
A father and son and elderly woman all facing charges as the police probe widens. Detectives now looking into another, at least 20 deaths.
Boxes of evidence taken away from a Gold Coast backyard storage cabinet. Bottles of what police say is a veterinary animal euthanasia drug allegedly illegally used in a quadriplegic man's suicide in April.
Police will allege a 53-year-old Main Beach man supplied the drug to the victim for the purpose of ending his life.
That 53-year-old Brett Taylor, seen here, marched from his unit to a waiting police car, accused of aiding suicide and trafficking dangerous drugs.
We will allege he hasn't acted compassionately at all. This is a business transaction for him.
His 80-year-old father, Ian Taylor, also taken into custody, charged with trafficking and possessing dangerous drugs, along with 81-year-old Elaine Archrow, an advocate of voluntary assisted dying, accused of aiding suicide. The trio...
How do you guys feel about euthanasia, right? Because like I had my 18-year-old cat euthanized because she was, you know, she was in horrific pain and they could have kept her alive for maybe like another 6 weeks, but it would have been like really awful for her, and I would have been only, you know, keeping her alive for myself. I just feel like we show more compassion and more humanity towards our animals. Like if somebody's really suffering, why can't we let them go out with like dignity where they still have like, where they still where they still have sound of mind? Is that the right term? I don't know. It sounds wrong. I don't know. My brain can't find words. Your plan is to drive your Lambo off a cliff when you're 80. Oh, can I come? Can I come? Let's spell Thelma and Louisa together. Do you have a cliff? Do you have a cliff in mind? Is it a pretty one? Let's do it. I'm down for that. Let's meet up. Let's meet up in the future.
Charged as a result of an investigation into the death of the 43-year-old in his Hope Island home.
The coroner has referred it to police and was instantly treated as a suspicious death.
Accused of setting up a whale euthanasia charity to lawfully buy the drug, Taylor allegedly running this business offering end-of-life services for up to $5,600.
Investigations will continue on a number of other deaths dating back to 2021, but we believe it will be around or greater than 20 at this stage in time.
Voluntary assisted dying is legal in Queensland, but strict eligibility criteria includes having a condition that will cause death and acting without coercion.
It's important that we enforce the laws as they stand today to protect the vulnerable people.
Claire Todd-Hunter, 9 News.
And if you or someone you know is struggling to cope, you can contact Lifeline on 13 11 14 or lifeline.org.au.
And if anyone in chat is like feeling shitty or whatever, you can always DM me on Discord. During the day, if I'm at work, I might like not be able to answer straight away, but I will answer. If you want somebody to talk to. If you have other more suitable people, obviously reach out to them, but yeah. Boop. 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 You'll give a shitty motivational quote. Well, I'm sure that will solve all of their problems. JM, I'm sure it will solve all of their problems. Nepal's first Napalm's first female PM sworn in after deadly protests.
Dubbed the Gen Z protests, thousands of young people owning the streets of the capital.
A British person just said Z instead of Z, and my ovaries just got sucked back up into my, I don't know, into somewhere. I don't know where they went. They've entered the void. They've gone into another universe to get away from it.
Kathmandu, raging against the government social media ban and a corrupt political class. And what fires their anger is obvious and it's real. Soaring youth unemployment across Nepal. Yet politicians' children, or Nepo kids, live it large and lavish, a key point of protest. The anger soon turned lethal. Police shooting at protesters, at least 72 people have been killed. During the riots, the Prime Minister's headquarters in Kathmandu was set alight, along with other key government buildings and hotels. But today, the country's new interim Prime Minister, sworn in this weekend, has pleaded for calm and cooperation. 73-year-old Sushila Karki, now Nepal's first woman Prime Minister, having served as the court's only female Chief Justice in 2016 and 17, known for her stance against corruption in the government.
Going forward, I want my Nepal, my country to be corruptionless. We did had a lack of opportunity. So I guess in future, our other generations will have a very better future.
Curfews have now been lifted across the country. Calm and something approaching normality is slowly returning, replacing
There was a monkey. There was a monkey. I want the monkey. Give me the monkey.
destroyed buildings easy. Changing ingrained political corruption and ending crippling unemployment will be far more challenging.
Well, earlier I spoke to Dr. Krishna Adhikari, who's a research fellow at the University of Oxford's Institute of Social and Cultural Anthropology. He is currently in Pokhara in central Nepal, and I asked him if things are returning to normal across the country.
Force Kathmandu to manufacture their shit in Nepal. Problem solved. That would actually be a really good idea. That would actually be a really good idea. I think that's actually either like an Australian-owned company or a New Zealand-owned company. Don't quote me on that, but I swear I saw like an interview with the lady that like founded it, and I think she was Aussie. Just from memory. Let's go to it. Let's knock on her door and say, "Hey, lady."
Curfew has been lifted. Now public transport has resumed. International and national flights also are starting.
We have a new Prime Minister and things are calming down, but it seems that the Prime Minister has pretty much been put into office by the protesters. Is that okay?
This is an unprecedented situation by any standards. Actually, what 27 hours could achieve to change, to shake up the establishment, to change the government is unprecedented, not only in Nepal, I think, anywhere. So this is very unprecedented in that sense, but also the frustration that people had over the years against corruption, nepotism, unemployment situation was so grim that it actually the letting off the pressure cookers bulb in one day.
Prime Minister Karki, she needs legitimacy. She needs a mandate. She needs a general election, doesn't she?
Yes, very much so. As far as I understand, the political parties, they were cornered by the revolution, if you like, the one-day revolution. But as far as the wider public,
she's holding an election in 9 months. She seems pretty ethical. She seems like a pretty ethical person, which I think is why everybody selected her as their choice on the Discord poll. I love this timeline so much. I mean, aspects of it are pretty good. Most aspects, not so much. So maybe I don't love this timeline. I don't know. I retract that statement. The statement has been retracted.
Is concerned, I think there is a huge support, even though this is very unusual situation here, and they had to find a way to appoint the new prime minister through some constitutional way outs. I think is the circumstances created by the necessity.
So Sheila Karki is going to need legitimacy. She's going to need a general election because basically she's been shoehorned into power by the protesters on the one hand and rubber stamped by the army on the other. That is not a good look.
Well, I think the point about army...
We don't care in Australia as long as we have beer. As long as we have beer, we don't fucking care, man. We're chill as fuck. He's from South Africa. Defect is from South Africa. You have to say it like that. A rubber stamp from the army is not a small thing. Yeah, well, they obviously were on the side of the protesters. It goes to show what the public sentiment was. You do a great Safa accent. Well, aren't all the rich ones in Perth? Aren't all the rich ones in Perth? You seem like you come from money, JM. It's out. You probably live around all the South Africans.
It's to be met. We're very disappointed first why army didn't come forward to protect the important national monuments and buildings. But at the end of the day, it appears to be very clear that army was not interested to play politics, was only assisting the president of Nepal in this process. So in that sense, I think the role of army now is praised. The Gen Z group generation who actually stays this protest, they had no leader, and there was a big vacuum left there, and the great suspicion was there. But I'm very glad to say that, you know, army had no desire to come into power, and they.
No, I'm only marrying somebody that like is a super big sweetie with good morals who wants to put a bunch of babies in me. Okay, that's my plan. I want to have a bunch of cute babies. That is my life goal. Yeah, that is the plan. And if you just for like other reasons, probably just somebody really hot, honestly. Just to, you know, just to pass the time. Solid plan.
Only facilitating.
Is she the right person to deal with these crippling issues of youth unemployment?
Actually, I take that back. Hot guys aren't good at sex. I'm just going to put that out there. Ugly guys are way better at sex than hot guys. That is also your plan for the opposite direction with some sketchy business practices in the middle.
On the one hand, and nepotism, corruption in the political class on the other.
Yes, as far as the you know, historical records on anti-corruption stance she has taken is concerned, she is a very right person. That's why she was trusted by the very people who were on the street, especially protesting against the ongoing nepotism and corruption. In the past, when she was Chief Justice, we have many stories that came out that, you know, people were trying to bribe her. She refused those offers, and she constantly has sided against the corrupt state mechanisms and supported for good governance. I think she is one of the cleanest person to lead this kind of governments. But there are other aspirations here that, you know.
I'm not actually that short. People just think I'm way shorter than I am. I guess because, like, I don't know. The way my body shaped makes me look smaller because I have like a very small waist and like big hips. So it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of creates like some type of weird. How tall am I? I'm like 5'4". So I'm an inch above, or I'm just above 5'4". Not quite 5'4.5", but almost. I don't remember in centimeters, but that's an inch taller than the average height for an Australian woman. So I'm not even technically short. And I usually wear boots as well. I'm usually wearing. Oh, do you want to see the Louis Vuitton? Do you want to see the Louis Vuitton boots that my ex-boyfriend kindly bought for me? They're so nice. Or like we saw them once when we were walking down Collins Street in the city, and I was like, "Oh, those are the prettiest boots I've ever seen." And then he just isn't the average like 5'6"? I read it was 5'3". It might have changed. I tower over like half the people on the train though, wearing flats. So I don't know. 5'11" is grim, so close yet so far away. Just, girls don't actually know what 6 feet looks like. I've dated a guy that was 6'4", and it was the worst experience. It wasn't the worst experience of my life, actually. He was a good guy. But in terms of always having a sore neck, it was, it's these ones. Oh, that doesn't show how pretty they are. That doesn't show how pretty they are either. Where's a good photo? Here we go. It's these boots. They're so pretty. They've got like white, like Doc Marten style stitching around here. I always get compliments on them. actually dating guys that are like very, very, very tall is like, unless if you're a woman that's like 5'11", then I say fair enough if you don't want to date somebody shorter than you. But if you're short and you're like, you know, being super, super picky, it's like, I don't know. Like if like you're 5'10", that's, to me, like, there's no difference between 5'10" and 6 feet because it all looks the same to me. So yeah, I'm not one of those, they have to be 6 foot people. Those chicks are fucking weird. Why do you carry someone short? It's bizarre behavior. Anyway, that was just a side quest to show you a nice pair of boots.
Some people wanted that we really need constitutional reforms, but can see the champion that no, because her mandate is to hold elections for the House of Representatives in Nepal.
Dr. Krishna, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you for having me.
I'm gonna Google what the average height for an Australian woman is. Hang on. Would it help if I spell average right? Five feet 4 inches. Oh, it's gone up an inch. It's gone up an inch. Damn, I'm the average height. Yay! Did I see the boats that you shared in Discord? Do you mean boots or boats? I did see the boat that was sinking that JM posted. Boots. Yeah, I think I did. So average height, according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, is from 5'3.5" to 5'4". So that's pretty good. I'm sitting on the average height, which means I'm not short. Definitely not tall, but you know, it's all right. It is all right. All right, let's play fucking Scrandle. Let's go. Plop. Steak sandwich. £3, or pork and steak sandwich, $16.50. Oh wait, I've got a Scrandle thingy. There we go. Dookie. 1 because of the price. Yeah, I don't think the price difference is justified. Uh-oh. They still wanted to pay more money. Oh well. Pizza with olive or hot dog in waffle. This is so sad. Why do they just have... It says pizza with olives, but I call it pizza with olive because that is more accurate. The waffle. On the note of people looking for height, it's also interesting when they choose to pair it with income, since the more they add, the rarer the person is. Well, yeah, like that whole meme that they want somebody over 6 foot with blue eyes that works in finance. Okay. I just want a nice guy that's like would treat me well, who has a sense of humor, who has good morals, who wants to have a bunch of cute babies one day. It doesn't have to be next week. It can be later. Like I said, my eggs are frozen, and I don't want to boast, but Monash IVF said that I have really good quality eggs. And I'm basically the best hen in the chicken coop, guys. I am the best hen in the chicken coop. My eggs are primo, okay? So I'm just saying, if you want cute babies. There are nice, normal girls out there, but they're not on Hinge. I've never used a dating website in my life, ever. I don't know. Every time I leave the house, someone hits on me. And basically, like, if you just leave the house enough times, you'll meet somebody that you want to date. Yeah, I just don't see why they're necessary, honestly. Australian men are so thirsty. You just literally leave your house and they'll come up and say like some stupid stuff. Oh, I just wanted to tell you that you look really pretty today. Oh, I just wanted to tell you that you're gorgeous. Nya, 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 nya. And I was like, okay, cool. Cool. You seem all right. You wanna make out? You wanna make out, bro? Imagine. Buffalo fried chicken burger. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck, I want fried chicken. Why is it so good? Nuggies and chips or an ice cream sandwich? Nuggies. Nuggies. Steak and ale pie or chili chicken wrap. There's like nothing on that. It's all wrap. It's all wrap. I don't even know how to say this. I know you don't speak Portuguese, JM, but I don't know. I feel like it's still on the Iberian Peninsula. Do you know how to pronounce this? It's Brazil. It's a Brazilian thing. I don't know. Portugal is next to Spain. Sandoichi. Is it really? Di Castella. There you go. Or katsu chicken and rice. Katsu chicken and rice. That's a no-brainer. A no-brainer. That almost sounds like a loan word. Like, that almost sounds like how, like, the Japanese would say sandwich. Although they say sando, I think. Sando. Hot dog or parmo in a bun. Parmo. That's a new one. Yeah. The Palmy Palmer debate has been solved, guys. The Pom solved it. It's Parmo. Chicken loaded fries. Ooh. Or nachos. Ooh. I like both those things. What do I do? Fuck, I love Mexican food. I love getting a burrito for lunch. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I don't know. I'm so torn. It's hard. Meow, 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 meow. Is this how you feel? Yeah. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late. I'm already torn. Chips and sausages with curry sauce or tikka bap. An open tortilla wrap, tikka chicken, salad, and chili sauce. This is $8 and this is $5.80. This is chips and sausages with curry sauce. Meow. Pork and stuffing bap with roast potatoes or pastel de carne from Brazil. How good are roast potatoes though? I could fucking just eat a thing of roast potatoes with gravy. Fuck yeah. Roast potatoes done in duck fat? Fucking hell. I made some at Christmas time. And I also made the world's best pav. Do people want relationship advice from me on Discord? I'm a girl and men like me. I can give you dating advice. I know all about being a girl. I know all about it. it's my area of expertise, if you would say, you could say. 2023 was rough for you. I had a really good 2023. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna go for this. Anyway. 9 out of 10! Yay! I'm a genius. Food guesser time. Add your friends. I don't have friends. Why are you rubbing it in? Because I pout and my voice is annoying. No, my voice is annoying and my face is annoying. I don't know, they're both annoying. Where are the women? There are 4 men for every woman you see outside. I don't know. I don't know where they are. They're probably inside. They're probably inside watching K-drama. That's probably where they are. Go on a K-drama forum. Go on a K-drama forum and like say something heaps romantic and like get the bitches DMing you. But I thought you liked twinks. Wait, are you bi defect? What's going on? What's going on? Are we just a fan of everything? Cause that's cool. It's just you prefer women? Yeah, women are very hot. Women are very, very hot. I unfortunately, like, I just don't. I can just make out with a woman and just be like, nothing. Just completely. Just nothing. Just empty inside. Might just be because I'm empty inside. I don't know. Pork, veal, flour, eggs, breadcrumbs, salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, vegetable oil, chicken broth, poultry seasoning, milk optional, parmesan cheese optional, cream of mushroom soup optional. Okay. This dish involves threading cubes of pork or veal onto skewers, seasoning them, and then coating with breadcrumbs. The skewers are browned in a hot skillet. Oh wait, we can probably read where this is from. Bloomfield. Bloomfield sounds like it would be American, right? I'm gonna go for America. The skewers are browned in a hot skillet. They said skillet. That's what Americans call a pan, isn't it? I don't know. Then placed in a baking dish. Add broth or water for moisture and cover with foil. Bake them in the oven until tender. Serve as a savory main course with your choice of side dishes. Meow, meow, meow. And it looked like this. Ricochet's a lesbian. Yeah, I'm a gay man. I am a gay man. I do like the doodles. I'm a big fan of the doodles. I also like a nice chest. My favorite thing is to just cuddle into a big man chest, which like all men's chests are like big to me. So I just like to nuzzle. I'm a very cuddly person. Like, please give me attention. That's pretty gay. Yeah, I know. It's super gay. Super gay. United States. Correct. City chicken. There you go. Noodles, soy sauce, garlic, onion. How do you feel about hand holding, guys? Guys always hold my hand. I think it's because I'm so little and so like brain dead out in public. I think men feel like they have to hold my hand or I'm just going to walk out into oncoming traffic because I'm like, my brain's never engaged. Men just always grab my hand, always. Or like they put their hand out in front of me to stop me from walking out onto the road. Noodles, soy sauce, garlic, onion, vegetable oil. I only like cuddling in bed or like watching a movie. Otherwise I'm like, don't touch me. Actually. I'm very weird about my personal space. Like I have designated zones where you're allowed to touch me. Most of the time I'm like, don't touch me unless it's foreplay. Otherwise, like, go away. I need a leash like people get for their kids. I really do. That might turn me on though. So that could be a problem. South Park's shitty wok. Noodles, soy sauce, garlic, onion, vegetable oil, chicken, pork, sausage, optional, shrimp, optional, green onion, celery, bean sprouts, cucumbers, tomato, lettuce, sambal or chili sauce. This dish features stir-fried noodles tossed with a savory soy-based sauce and topped with a hearty mix of meats such as roast chicken, pork, and char siu, often garnished with slices of cucumber, boiled eggs, and fresh herbs. It combines vibrant flavors and varied textures, creating a comforting, satisfying meal that's popular at gatherings and celebrations. Vampire cat girl? Who's a vampire cat girl? Sambal makes you think Indonesia. Yeah, it could be Indonesia or Singapore or Malaysia. The pork makes me think it's not Indonesia, though. The pork makes me think it's not Indonesia. But I don't know. It could be Indonesia. Yeah, pork is definitely not halal. Singapore? Yeah. Let's go Singapore. Ice cold. This might be one of the Chinese dishes that was like invented in like America or the UK or something like that. Because if it was anywhere in Asia, it would not be saying ice cold. It would at least be saying warm. Yeah, it says ice cold. Let me move so you can see the compass. Can you see the compass? Or is the chat in the way? Seems like Europe. Well, I think it's like, you know how like a lot of dishes were invented by like Chinese migrants when they went to Australia or they went to Canada or they went here and they like, could this be Australia? It does look Australian, hey. But then I think for Singapore, it would say like warm or very warm. I think it would say very warm. Singapore's very close to Australia. Do we want to try like America or something? I feel like a lot of these dishes were made. Go UK. Could be the UK. Yeah, let's try the United Kingdom. United Kingdom is cold. Min Moxie Miti. Could this be German? No, then it wouldn't say cold, right? It's got to be the moon. It could be the moon. Try USA. What language is that? I don't know. But it looks, I don't know. You think we're South America? I mean, that would make sense. It could be South America. I mean, it's not like they don't have Chinese people in South America. I'm sure they have Chinese takeaway. Chinese diaspora in South America. I mean, they would, right? Brazil has the most Japanese people outside of Japan. I mean, they definitely have had like East Asian immigration. And I'm sure they have Chinese takeaway in South America, right? Most places do. Could be appropriated Argentinian food. It could be. It could be. Lots of meat too. We saw Brazil and Peru both love meat dishes. Go USA. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if it... Still cold, but it wants us to go south. It wants us to go south, so it could be like very, very far south. Brazilians love big meat. Brazil. Let's go for Brazil. It borders Brazil. We're getting closer. Yay! What? What? Venezuela. Meow, 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 meow. I need an antihistamine. I'm freaking itchy. Does anyone want to come and scratch my back? I'm going to hire a back scratcher when I'm rich. Scratch my back. Grow your nails and then if I'm murdered, they'll think that person murdered me because I'll have all my skin cells under their fingernails. Disgusting. Delicious. So what are we looking in? What are we looking in? Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? Is it racist or is it xenophobic? That's the question. Butter, sugar, eggs, flour, baking powder, raspberry, jam, coconut, vanilla extract, icing sugar, lemon juice, almond meal, optional. This dish features a delightful combination of a buttery shortbread base, topped with a layer of raspberry jam and a light coconut meringue. It is typically baked until the meringue is golden and crisp on top. Served in squares or slices, the layers provide a pleasing texture contrast with the sweetness of jam, beautifully complementing the fluffy meringue and crumbly base. Meow. Can we look in Bankstown? No. You're not allowed to go to Bankstown ever, JM. I'm going to tell all the Lebanese restaurants in there not to let you in. Almond and meringue point French, but raspberry points UK. But the UK have lots of dishes that have meringue in them. Like that Eden mess thing is like basically just a smashed up meringue with like cream. It's like a mutilated pavlova, but like more shitty. I'm banned from Perth. You can't stop me. I know Croatians in Perth, okay? I know Croatians in Perth, and I'm not going to say what they could do to enforce my entry into Perth, but they could do stuff to enforce my entry into Perth. I've never actually been to Perth. It's too far away, but my godmother lives there. I want to see quokkas. I'm going to go see quokkas. What if I just go to Rottnest Island and not Perth? Am I allowed to do that? Why the fuck would I go to Perth? I don't know. Maybe I just want to go to Perth because I haven't been there. I've heard Perth is really nice. I don't hate Perth. I'm banned from there too. You can't stop me. You're not the boss of me. You're not the boss of me. Don't underestimate my ability to be able to bat my eyelids into fucking anything that I want, okay? It feels like something Anya would get in the Spy Family movie. It does. It does. Oh, Spy Family's coming back. It's the most wholesome show. It's so cute. It's so cute. It makes me ovulate. What do you mean, huh? It makes me clucky. I'm saying it makes me clucky. Because Anya's so cute. It makes me want to have a baby. Your eggs are ready when you watch it. I don't think you know how ovulation works, JM, but sure. Yeah, I have no idea. This could literally be anywhere. Dutch? Maybe. It could be. Go Swiss? Alright, we'll go for Switzerland. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did because I want to. You're not the boss of me. It's ice cold. It wants us to go in a direction. I always trust Hyperbovian, and sometimes he lets me down. And these are the prices we must pay. Australia. It could be Australia. Only Russia and Canada on that compass? Ooh. Maybe it's Russian. Let's go Russia. Mother Russia. Ice cold. Louise cake. Louise cake could be Canadian, right? Ice cold. Well, there you go, Hyperbovian. I followed you. I followed you to my own demise. Thank you. Japan, it could be. Louise cake. New Zealand? Let's do New Zealand. You looked that up. You looked that up. Oh, your grandpa made it? Or is your grandpa a Kiwi? It just looks fucked in that image. Oh. Is your grandpa hot? Sorry, that was inappropriate. That was actually inappropriate. It wasn't. I didn't think about it before I said it. Sorry. Oh, grandma. Why did I read that as grandpa? I'm not down bad, Delta. I'm not. You don't know anything about my personal life, so let's just say if I am in need of anything, it's not hard for me to acquire it, okay? Single player. Just like me, I'm a single player. Get it? No, just a single part, really. I'm too weird about my personal space to, like, let people touch me in random hookups. It's like too gross. It's too disgusting. Meow, 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 meow. Feel like I'm like running into cars. You can only do complete strangers now? JM. I mean, I'm not judging you, but like... Well, I think your dad might work in the medical profession if my deductions are correct. So I assume you know where the clitoris is. If you do, then, I mean, as long as you're giving them a good time. I don't need to go on another rant about how men need to fucking learn where the clitoris is, but my fucking lord. Please, for the love of God. Volgograd? Let's see if we can find the river. If we can find the river, then we'll go for Volgograd. Stalingrad. You do know where it is, fortunately. Well, God bless you. You're doing better than 85% of men? No, actually, probably you're doing better more than... You mean Stalingrad? It was Stalingrad. It was Stalingrad. I have a friend that lives here. I did get her to write a letter so I could get my visa to go to Russia. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Help me, I'm lost and I'm dumb. We need some more Russian immigration here, Ukrainian too. Yeah, look, I'm 75% Slavic and I definitely stand out. But I don't want to have competition from other women, so people think you're Eastern European for some reason. Well, you look like you could be my brother's twin. You looked so much like my little brother. It freaked me out. It actually freaked me the fuck out. And he is half Czech and quarter Russian. We have two Czech grandparents and a Czech grandparent. So you don't have to apologize for looking like somebody. It was uncanny though. Like, if you did a DNA test and found out you were, like, a long-lost sibling or something. Why do you have to apologize for looking like someone? You probably look like my brother, too. I hope not. I don't know where we are. It's a big fucking country. Okay? I'm gonna go with what Delta said. Gonna go here. See what happens. Let's try and invade Russia in the middle of winter. What could go wrong? $739 kilometers away. Oh, I think this was Latvia, right? I think this was Latvia. I think we've seen this before. It was like Hungary or Latvia. I think it was Latvia. I'm cheating. Was it Estonia? It might have been Estonia. Let's go. Try Estonia. Okay, I fucked up. It was Norway. Fuck me. I swear I've seen that exact thing before. Fucking hell. I got too cocky. Mamma mia. Oop. Just sped past a sign. Sorry. Where's the barber? I need a haircut. Help me. Okay, well, fuck you. Fuck you, first of all. Second of all. Butt plug statue? Well, I mean, you would know, mate. So I think like 95% of my chat is bi. That's so interesting to me. I don't know why, it just is. It does look really nice. It does look really cute. You dropped Estonia pics in Discord. Cool. I'll look at them. I shall have a squiz. I know so much about everybody's sex lives. In chat, I've got a spreadsheet. What do we know about JM? He likes to be a top. I think he likes to be dominant in a relationship. I think he swings all the ways. What was the other thing? There was another thing, and I just forgot it. You're a mystery. Oh, you only like to hook up with people that you don't know. There you go. There you go. You're a casual sex haver. Yeah, I did a course on like how to profile people. My my job paid for me to do a job on like how to profile people. But actually, you just explicitly told me all that information. So, Delta, I'm not going to do yours on air. I will do it in public to spare you. I'm not going to do it in public because you might not want me to do it in public. But if you're looking for a spanking, I would I would hit up JM. It's okay. It's okay. I overshare way too much too. I overshare way too much. But hey, I prefer that. I prefer people that overshare than people that are like, yeah, I'll say it in private because I don't know, it might embarrass you or something. You don't understand the cortisol face discourse. Okay. So women are obsessed with having super skinny faces at the moment. They're calling it snatched. Everyone wants their face to be snatched. 20-year-olds are going to Turkey and getting facelifts so their faces can be snatched when they have literally like their tissues are where they're supposed to be on their face. I don't know what they're doing. It's all very strange. And yeah, cortisol face is, so cortisol is like colloquially called the stress hormone, and they're blaming it for giving them puffy faces. So if you've seen like those gui sha things and like lymphatic drainage things, like whenever a woman's like rubbing something all over her face, she's usually trying to like induce lymphatic drainage to like make all the lymph fluid flow out of her face so her face can be skinny. So the cortisol discourse is everyone's obsessed with like cortisol. They think like cortisol is giving them a puffy face, and obviously everybody like, so buccal fat removal and all of that's in because people don't want to have cheeks, right? They don't want to have, you know how Miranda Kerr's got like really full, like a little like cute little chipmunky thing going on. They don't want that. They want to get rid of that. And so cortisol face is like basically any product they can sell you, any gimmick they can sell you to make you think that like, that, you're going to get like results that really you can only get from like removing the fat pads from your face, maybe getting a chin implant, stuff like that. It's, yeah, I don't know. But I think it would look horrific in real life, and I think it would age you tremendously. But yeah, so that's why that ear seeding thing that Delta posted before, I believe that's like something akin to acupuncture, where they're saying like if you put those things on your ears, it'll like give you like a lymphatic drainage sort of thing, and you'll have a really skinny face. I think that's like, so they want to look anorexic. Well, what they want is, they want to look like they're photoshopped. I honestly think it comes, people don't realize that like it's normal to, what the filters do is they give everybody like a very like anime character shaped face, right? And women get used to seeing their, people get used to seeing like their face with a filter on, and then when they don't see it with a filter on, it's like very jarring to them, and they think they have to like get plastic surgery. What's not really related? Did I get something wrong? You can enlighten us if I'm saying the wrong thing, JM. That's my understanding of it anyway. Where am I? I'm in the forest. Help me, I'm lost. Oh, there's signs over here. I should have gone over here. Do you want to hear something funny? Well, it might not be funny to you, JM, but I have dyslexia, right? And when like the discourse around like Ozempic first started, I was reading semaglutide as smegmatude. I thought it was called like smegmatude. That's how my brain was reading it because of my dyslexia. And I was like, that's such a funny name for a drug. It's like smegma, but with attitude. And that's how I was reading semaglutide because the dyslexia is dyslexia in, and that's That's sometimes how my brain works. And then I was watching a video about it and I heard the person say semi-glutide. And then I looked at the word again and I like read it in like sections. And I was like, oh my God, it's semi-glutide. I'm so kind of happy, but also kind of disappointed that I didn't say smegmachu to someone in a conversation and they were like, huh? What? And then I would have realized. Midana. Midan. Pordenon. 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 Does anyone know where they're Pordenoning? Where are we Pordenoning? Is this France? Sounds like it could be French. Vendita pellet. Oh no, this looks like Italy. Tronchetti looks like Italy. There you go, JM. It says Topo. You've got to go 3 kilometers for your rendezvous. Sorry, I'm gonna stop. I will stop one day. Palazzo. Okay, it is Italy. I think it's Italy. Meow, meow, meow. How is it real freaky? That's not really freaky. That's just normal. I'm gonna go here. I don't know why, but I am. 328 kilometers away. Not too shabby. The girls who like to top are always into some strange things in your experience. What if you're like 50-50? What if you like to like 20% of the time? Highlands campsite. This doesn't look like Scotland. Is this Turkey? Is this Turkey? If I go a few hundred meters and it's Turkey, I should see a flag. Nah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I got excited for nothing. Is that Hassan? I hope not. He makes my ovaries shrivel up and I need to use them in the future. Did it say to... Isn't that the Albania capital? I mean, probably. That would explain why this looks like Turkey. All right, then. Let's go to Albania. Is that where we're going? That's where I'm going. I mean, close enough. Totolini? Tota your mum? If I don't like Hassan, I don't believe you. I don't understand. I feel like I'm being gaslit. I feel like this is the Margot Robbie thing. Margot Robbie and Hassan are people that everyone universally seems to go, oh, they're so hot. And I just don't see it. Like, I don't understand it. It confuses me. It makes my brain angry. I don't know. I just don't understand it. Give us your hear me out. He just looks like every second guy in Auburn. What are you talking about? He looks like every guy I grew up with. If you like people that look like Hassan, go to Auburn. Like, I don't understand. Like, what? He looks like every second dude in Auburn. What, like... Same with Margot Robbie. Like, I don't think the girl's ugly. Like, I think she's pretty. I just don't think she's, like, the most gorgeous person that's ever walked the earth. Like, the way people froth about her is, like, it's perplexing to me. I'm like, what is happening? His head is way too small for his body. There, I said it. He looks fucking weird. I didn't want to, like, be petty, but I'm gonna be petty. And he also is just a really fucking horrible person, and maybe that's why I don't know. Maybe I would find him attractive if he wasn't one of the most reprehensible beings out there. But yeah, personality and morals go a really long way for me. Like, you can be ugly and be the biggest sweetie pie and just be a really great person. And guess what? Like, you can... You're as center as it gets. You could not care for most things. Well, I feel like 20, 30, 40 years ago, my politics would have been considered far left. And I feel like now some of my politics might even be considered like, I don't even know. I don't even know what's happened to the Overton window. It's just like been completely smashed. Why are you saying no comment, Delta? Politics, no comment. It's the first time I've seen you be quiet ever, Delta. This is a politics stream? I mean, yeah. Talk about politics a lot. I'm just very pro working class, and I've noticed a lot of modern incarnations of so-called left-wing parties don't actually care about working class people and actually say really vile things about working class people. Like if you hear the things that a Green voter will say about a white working class person, it's absolutely vile and so classist, and the fact that they could say things like that and still call themselves a left-wing party is absolutely disgusting. It's Spanish. Little island. Ooh. Sus Fiesta, is that a suspicious party? Are we going to a suspicious party? That sounds like fun. Let me go back to the other sign. Stop it. Stop it. Could this be Cuba? Could this be Cuba? What does this say? They've got kayaks. You're a descendant of one of the founders of the Labour Party. Oh, that means you're originally from Sydney, Delta. This really could be Cuba. No, it looks like Cuba. I've been to Cuba. It looks like Cuba. We got to find Florida, and then we got to go to Cuba. Florida. Cuba. Is there a little island? I don't know. But we're going to go here. We're going to guess. It was not. It was Mexico. Oh, well. It was Mexico. We still were kind of close-ish. I don't know. Why did I go to Cuba? I don't know, because I thought it would be fun. I don't know, a girl that was studying social work with me was from Cuba, and she asked me if I wanted to go to Cuba with her. And I was already traveling, so I wasn't in Australia. Because I think I told you guys that I did some modeling when I was like 18, 19, 20. And none of it was in Australia because apparently my look is only suitable for the Asian and European markets. Australians don't like me because I'm not blonde and I don't have big titties. So fuck you, Australia. But yeah, so I was traveling around, and she invited me, and I went. And yeah. That's pretty much it, really. Pretty much it. So I went there, and I stayed there for a few days, and then I went home. And yeah. Story, that's the story. The Greens here are a bunch of hippies. Oh, they're a bunch of fucking hypocrites. That's what they fucking are. I hate them so fucking much. Don't get me started on how much I fucking hate the Greens, because I will have an aneurysm and die. Do you want me to die? Meow, 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 meow. That's what Dead Space is for. Yeah, I think you all want to give me a heart attack. All right, guys, should we go to bed? It is almost midnight, or should we play more? Up to chat. Let's do one more food game. Which one guess what country the food is from? Ground beef, onion, breadcrumbs, egg, milk, salt, black pepper, Worcestershire sauce, butter, beef broth, mushrooms. You know what annoys me? People that can't say Worcester. 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 How is that hard? Worcestershire. Bam. Got it. How is that hard? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's got to be the UK. Onions for gravy. Ketchup. Tomato sauce. All right, it's tomato sauce. How dare you? Mustard. Flour for thickening. Gravy. Parsley optional. This dish features a flavorful ground beef patty seasoned with salt, pepper, and often onion or garlic. It is typically formed into steak. I think this is Salisbury steak, right? Is this Salisbury steak? Is that from the UK? I think it is. Let's do that. It's Worcester. It's Worcestershire. Don't make me cry. Oh, that's cold. Maybe it's American. Correct. Salisbury steak. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. White beans, onion, garlic, smoked meat, such as bacon or ham hock, paprika, salt, pepper. This dish is made by simmering white beans with onions, carrots, celery, and garlic in a savory broth. Seasons like paprika Seasons? What am I saying? Seasonings like paprika, salt, and pepper are added for flavor. The dish is cooked until the beans are tender and the flavors have melded together. It is typically served hot and garnished with fresh parsley. Enjoy this hearty and comforting dish such as a main course or side dish. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. I want to say... What do I want to say? I don't know. Hang on, guys. I have to BRB. Meow. Meow. Okay, well, it has white beans. It feels like it could be Spain or the Americas somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna go for Spain. Maybe. I'm gonna go for Spain. Spain is warm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Is anyone gonna help me? I'll just go to bed. He gives Delta a little bit of power, and this is how he behaves. You'd say hungry. Hungry, hungry hippos. Hungry, hungry, hungry. I don't think it's hungry, but sure. I'm gonna go for the Middle East or Turkey or something because it's got this. Oh, it borders hungry. I stand fucking corrected, don't I? Pardon me. I want to do another drinking stream, but I know my liver can't handle it. Croatia? It could be Croatia. Is weed legal in Australia? I mean, it's not technically legal, but medical marijuana use is legal, and it's so easy to get. You can just say anything and the doctor will give you weed. So yeah, it's on paper, no, but in practice, yes. Romania? Ooh, it could be Romanian. Borders. Bulgaria? Could it be Bulgaria? Because it feels Turkish. If it's Bulgarian, that would explain. Does Bulgaria border Romania? I used to know my European borders so well, and I just fucking don't remember any of it. I need to study a European map. Oh, Bulgaria, it doesn't border Hungary. True. Of course it doesn't. Duh. La 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 la. Serbia? Serbia. Correct. We could have gone any of them, apparently. Ooh. Short and thin pasta. Fish or seafood broth. Tomato, garlic, onion, saffron, olive oil, squid, shrimp, clams, mussels, parsley, lemon, wedges. I don't know how to say that. Pimenton. Begin by sauteing cuttlefish and prawns in olive oil. Remove them, then cook peppers, garlic, and tomatoes until softened. Add short, thin noodles, coating them in the mixture, pour in fish stock and saffron, bring it to a simmer, return the seafood to the pan, arranging it on top, cook until the noodles absorb the liquid and become tender, serve with a dollop of aioli. Bada bing, bada boop boop. Can I have your lifestyle, JM? Can you tell your daddy that his soulmate is waiting for him in Melbourne? Wait, your dad already has. How many kids does your dad have? Does he want to have another batch? Is this how we acquire this lifestyle? Cuz I'm down. Glutinous rice, purple food coloring, banana leaves, coconut, brown sugar, butter, margarine, grated cheese, condensed milk. Ooh, let's see how it's being made. Okay. Defect, stop calling people thirsty. You're so mean. I've seen the things you've written about Japanese twinks and such, okay? Let's not shame anybody. I thought everyone now was all about like not kink shaming people. Woo. People are only allowed to be horny online when you're horny online, otherwise it just feels dirty. Yeah, he was perusing Grindr and talking about it in Discord, okay? All right. So I just talk about it because it's funny. I love just talking about like stupid shit. I still laugh at fart jokes. I use the word doodle because I think it's funny. Like stuff like that just... Is this the Korean purple rice? It has coconut though. Well, I'm thinking it's like Southeast Asia because it's banana leaf, which isn't readily available in Korea because I was watching a Korean person cook a Malaysian dish and they couldn't get the banana leaf or they had a lot of trouble getting it. Don't ask me why I specifically remember that. I just do. I don't know. This feels like very, I want to say maybe it feels Thai or Vietnamese. It just has like that street food vendor vibe. I don't know. It just does. But yeah, that reminds me. I wanted to get purple rice because it has iron in it and I need a lot of iron. Ooh, I wonder if I'm going to have to get another blood transfusion this year. And an iron infusion. Whatever it is, it looks delicious. It does. Your sister had the little iron fish? Oh, that's cute. Philippines? It could be the Philippines. Let's try that. Ooh, good guess. Potatoes, rye bread dough, salt, pork fat, onions, buttermilk. This dish involves preparing rye bread dough stored in a wooden sourdough pot. First, remove some dough and combine it with peeled potatoes in a pot. Boil the mixture until the potatoes are tender and infuse with the dough's flavor. Serve this unique blend of tangy and hearty elements. What? Showcasing the unique combination of sourdough and potatoes. It sounds delicious. What was the last one you zoned out? It's potatoes, rye bread dough, salt, pork fat, onions, and buttermilk. Do we want to go for Germany? Because it's rye bread and pork fat. It's Czech, is it? I've never had this in my life, but let's try Czech. It could be. What's going on in my chat? Are you picking on people? Nah. Nope. Nopity popity. Gotta go east. Russia. Final score. Gastronomical genius. Yay. Don't say Charlie Kirk's in hell. He had 2 kids and a wife, dude. Don't say that. Look, don't shoot people, guys. Shooting people is bad. I don't know why I have to say this to you. I feel like I'm your mom. I think you all just want me to spank you, honestly. I think that's what's going on here. I think you all have a fetish. Sorry, Delta, we're talking about fetishes again. Because everybody wants to get spanked. The left thinks it's good. I'm left-wing and I don't think it's good. I think it's horrific. I think shooting people is fucked up. I think everyone should keep their fucking hands to themselves. If you don't like what someone's saying, just fucking... You feel horrible for him and his family. Well, yeah, and that means you have basic empathy, as you should. We're, like, too good at dehumanizing other people. Especially, like, I know a lot of leftists want to claim that, like, you know, they're morally superior and this, that, and the other. And it's like, well, I don't know. You're not really acting like it. You didn't like him while he was alive. Well, look, I don't think I heard anything. I don't think I ever heard him say anything that I remotely agreed with, but... Well, I think that might be it for the night, guys. But, yeah. Look, you're all entitled to your own opinion. My personal opinion is I don't want to live in a world where we shoot people for their ideas. I think that's fucked up. I think it's a slippery slope. And if you think your political icons aren't also going to fall victim to this, if this becomes the new standard, yeah, it's yeah, dude, I can't. If I ever become that person, fucking tell me, because I will go seek therapy immediately. Yeah. Let's change the subject. Let's have a nice 2-minute chat before we go to bed, so we don't finish on this note. Cats are good. Cats are beautiful. Let's watch a cat video. Oh, JM, I love your cat. I love your cat. What is she? I know she's a breed, but I don't know what breed it is because I'm too poor to know breeds. I know it's a breed, though. She's very cute. I like her name, too. I have a friend called Bonnie. She's a nice girl. I like her coloring. That's how I can tell. She's a rescue. She's a ragdoll. Oh. Nori is half Norwegian forest cat, but I want to get a full Norwegian forest cat for her to be friends with. But they're like so expensive, and also I feel bad about buying a cat. I don't know, but also I really want like a fucking Viking cat. That's so fucking badass. Let's look at Norwegian forest cats. Yay. This is what I want. And then I'm going to go to bed. I want a black one, obviously. We only do black cats around here. It's a baby black one. Oh, it looks like Nori when she was a baby. Yeah, I love the little tufts on the top of their ears. So fucking cute. Can't deal with it. 5 reasons why you shouldn't get a Norwegian forest cat. I'm not listening to you. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my mom. Shut up.
No, this isn't a Maine Coon. It's a gorgeous Norwegian forest cat. Norwegian forest cats are an old breed, even though they're mostly found in Europe. But are they good pets? Let's find out all about them. To get to know them better, we'll dive into their great history. Referred to as the skukot, the Norwegian forest cat has been mentioned in
I think she might actually be Scandinavian. I think, yeah, I don't think English is her first language. That's okay.
Viking legends and mythology. There are several theories regarding the origin of the breed. One states that Norwegian forest cats are the descendants of short-haired cats brought to Northern Europe by Romans. This cold climate was a tough test for these cats, who survived and adapted to Norway's harsh environment. Another one states they're the offspring of black and
the Norse mythology says that Norwegian forest cats pull Freya's chariot. Oh, I want to be a Norwegian goddess and have a chariot pulled by Norwegian forest cats. That's my dream. How do we make this happen?
White short-haired cats brought by Vikings and long-haired cats brought by Crusaders.
Vikings are hot. Just putting that out there.
The short-haired cats were supposedly taken from Great Britain, meaning they were also descendants of the Romans' short-haired cats. The Siberian and the Turkish Angora are also possible ancestors of the breed. But either way, Norwegian forest cats have most likely been around for a long time. Several mentions of large, long-haired cats exist in Norse mythology. Nordic myths were passed down by oral tradition. They were only recorded in the Edda poems.
I love oral tradition.
Common Era. These legends refer to the skokot as a mountain-dwelling fairy cat with an ability to climb sheer rock faces that other cats could not manage. Norwegian forest cats are avid climbers, being able to go down a tree head first. They can even climb rocks due to their powerful claws. Thus, they are probably the...
Anyway, you get the gist. I want one. They're super cute. They're like $2,000, and Nori needs a friend because she has separation anxiety. Because she just pines for me all day when I'm not here. This is an MTG card from a few years ago. Magic the Gathering. We love nerds. What the heck? I'm gonna buy this. It's so cute. Aww. Yeah. Oh, you want a live review? Hang on, let me go grab my phone. Give me a second. How hard up at you that you're looking at an anime girl's boobies, Delta? Far out. Oh, I love her little black face. She's so cute. Are her legs stumpy or is she just super furry? Either way, super cute. Oh, you have a pool. Nice. She's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Where's the other photo? Whoop. Aww. She's doing the stretchy I'm so cute thing. Yeah, she's so freaking cute. Oh my goodness. 10 out of 10 would scratch and pat. And is she snuggly? Does she like being touched, or is she like an aloof girl? She hates you. Sorry. She only likes your sister. Yeah, cats do tend to gravitate more towards women typically. I like how I've got everyone using black hearts now. Black hearts are the only hearts that you should use. That's why all the pics are from a distance. All right, guys. It's past midnight. We've all got to go to work tomorrow. Let's end the stream. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow, and I won't be here on Wednesday because that is my day off because I need to rest. All right. See you next time. Bye.